Hi, Val.
Hi there, how are you?
Okay, yeah, some wild action happened after LAR closed. They were trying to negate the Euro rally by selling off, and then later in the U.S. session, it just accelerated to the upside along with the pound, and the dollar ended up having a pretty negative day. And now the jury's out. That may have been it for the rally for a while. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking that we are having a quite nice volatility in the market. Would help also the greenback and the pound to unbounce were better than expected employment figures in Australia, right?
Yeah.
That was the sell-off triggered the sell-off in the greenback during Asian hours. But I'm particularly watching the euro because despite US negative data or weak negative data, and despite the advances it may have, right, the Greek debt issue continues to weigh on the pair, and we are now again retracing. Nevertheless, we are seeing higher highs, right?
Yeah.
We just made a new one in a new Fibonacci retracement. I have a small Fibo for those 3 weeks that the pair rose, right?
Okay.
And ever since the last failure around 110.50,
Right.
we have broke below that 61.8%. Now, today we are trying to recover above it and even test the 50, but if we close the day below this
Yeah.
680, 690 area, won't look good for the euro.
Where
for
where did
tomorrow.
where did that 50-day come in, Val? And you have them both converging here.
Yeah, 760 or so.
760. Okay, so that's kind of a line in the sand for the Euro bears, because above that it could accelerate, don't you think?
Yeah, it could. But we need to see the price establishing above the level, a bit more firming. And if, of course, we lost this 61.8 right now, I won't be a happy buyer of the euro.
No, it almost looks like, we were talking about it, kind of a classic flag. You had that big break from 110.5 to the recent lows of 620, 520, excuse me, and
Yeah.
just a little ABC pattern. And classic technical analysis would call this bounce a continuation formation, just consolidation before another break.
Yeah, I do agree with it. I was watching the cat that broke up below 24
Yeah,
and follow your call, right? We
yeah,
have a really nice bearish run. The
right.
triangle finally gave up, right? The price finally break below it, and
Yeah,
we're seeing 22 today.
yeah.
So this
Yeah,
is my
I would,
time to say
would,
good call, Dale.
oh, thank you. Would you sell any rallies back up towards 24 if it was able to
Yeah, I
generate it?
believe so. I
Oh,
don't know what I did with the Canadian dollar chart. I guess I closed it,
oh,
but
okay.
yeah.
All right. Well,
Let me
that
open
was
it again.
also, I think, part of it was also besides data out of Canada, was the strength in the crude market really accelerated yesterday.
Yeah, yeah. Crude is at fresh year highs, right?
Yeah,
So that is making Canadian dollar stronger. I see the commodity this highs in the 51 level, providing quite a nice support. If buying interest in continues to surge and approaches to this area,
yeah.
my take is that we are going to see that 59 we talked about yesterday.
Okay. All right.
This is my target, 59.30.
Yeah. And I just noticed when you had your full screen up that gold was selling off pretty good after,
Yeah,
trying to rally. That's a pretty negative candle there. Kind of looks like the Canadian, and if it got through 1185, you got a lot of descending triangles or triangles setting up here. And
yeah. To be honest, I don't see how gold can regain the upside. There's really no interest in the market to buy gold. The only risk factor that may trigger some, I don't know, risk aversion demand of the metal comes from Greece, right?
yeah,
And not even that. I'm not seeing that need, not even that able to push the metal higher at this point. I do believe that we are going to see further consolidation between 1170 and 1220.
yeah,
But honestly, until we not break that a range clearly, and the pair has been almost a month in between it.
Yeah, that it looks like if you just drew a straight line off that 1180 support that we might head back to 1180, and then if we get through it, it targets the lows at 1140 again.
1130.
Yeah.
There, 1140, 1130. Yeah. And the roof is there. We have a former high in this area.
Yeah.
See, in here and in here.
Yeah, it looks like a flag too.
So this area is containing price action.
Deflationary forces, even with crude rallying, gold couldn't do it. So there's something wrong, if, you know. I wanted to get your view on cable, Val, because, you know, nothing technically, at least for me right now, is saying to sell it. But I was thinking that there might be pressure on the pound into the May 3rd general election. Someone pointed out in the room that the last election ended up in a hung parliament, and the pound lost 500 pips last time.
Yeah, I do believe that we're going to see a pretty similar situation this time. The market is not seeing much of a victory from any of the parties. And what I was following in the pound right now was this 200 exponential moving average.
Yes.
It's usually a huge support or resistance, whatever it's located, right?
Yeah.
For pairs, particularly in the 4-hour charts. Take a look at this chart and you will see that it has acted really, really nice as resistance.
Right.
Sorry, since early March. What I'm watching right now is the pair has been unable to open a candle above it. Those spikes were not sustainable, so I will consider selling the pair below 48.80 now.
Under 48.80, okay.
Yeah.
Great look in that 200-day. It may have poked its head above it intraday, but the candle's still underneath it. And yeah.
If we saw a candle opening above it, take a look in here. We have a nice breakthrough with a lot of volume because we have a huge candle.
Yeah.
And that saw the pair advancing almost 300 pips above that moving average, right? Yeah. But when it breaks below it, again, boom. And
so closing above it, you'd have to give up being a cable bear for a while, wouldn't you?
Yeah, yeah. But in that case, I would be watching closely the 50 mark. You know, we talk about this several times.
Yeah.
The pair is unable to go above 50. So if I'm long in the pair, I will take my profits a few pips below this level, right, and wait and see. I'm pretty much will be a Super Mario.
Okay, and how about the confusing Aussie?
Give me a second.
Okay.
Again, it's struggling with a huge Fibonacci level, the latest bearish run.
Yeah.
Right, and it's unable to open above it, but nevertheless, I'm seeing some upward potential in here, as long as this 50%, 77.40 area, it's my take. Okay. It's because we have some spike around there. As long as that level attract buyers, I will prefer the longs in here, particularly if we see a candle opening above this Fibo.
Okay, beautiful. Anything else you want to wrap it with, my trading warrior sister?
Well, I'm not a happy yen seller, you know. I'm expecting this pair to continue falling. It's still fighting with the 100 simple moving average in the daily chart. Mm-hmm. It has opened the day below it and find resistance on it, but it wasn't able to extend its decline below yesterday's low. Yeah, right? We have that 1880-70 price zone with several daily lows and highs. Take a look at the chart from past year. Right. So this is for me a critical support level, and I suspect large stops below it. So I'm willing to go short in here. If we accelerate through this area, 1870, 1880.
Okay, yeah, it kind of looks like maybe the breakdown in Canada out of a descending triangle is a precursor for what might happen with a similar situation in yen.
Yeah, it could. I hope so, because really, I don't like it being so range bound lately.
Okay. Well, thank you again, Val, for some great looks today.
Thank you, and thank everyone in Laura. I love you guys. I love being here. So see you back soon, okay?
Yeah, back at you. Love you, Val. Take it easy.
I always do.
Okay. That's why I do love you. I'll talk to you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.